Now we're going to talk about a new number that you may have seen before and you may never have seen before, and that's okay. We're going to talk about the number E, okay? I know you're all thinking, E's not a number, it's a letter. Emily's lost her mind. But it's actually a number, just like pi is actually a Greek letter that we assign the constant 3.14159, goes on forever too. So E is also an irrational number, like pi. It's approximately, if we take it out to many decimal places, 2.718 blah, 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 blah. Okay, so it's an irrational number, meaning we could never write it as a fraction. It's never going to end, and the decimals never repeat each other. Okay, it's kind of this crazy concept. But it actually, this specific number, 2.7 and on forever, has a lot of very important applications. And we'll actually see that it will actually help us with interest problems. And so in the mid-1600s, Jacob Bernoulli, which it actually would have been pronounced Jakob Bernoulli, discovered its connection to compound interest. So we just talked about compound interest, and we'll do it some more. So this says if we invest $1 at 100% by compounding annually, we'll end with $2. So after 1 year, you kind of double your money. Well, if you actually compound it more times a year, so every 6 months, or once a week, or once a day, or what if you could do it once an hour, be adding interest, or once a second. But no matter how many times you do it, the most you'd ever get is $2.71. Okay, and what we'll actually learn is E will help us talk about what if you can compound it continually, meaning never stop adding the interest to the interest you've earned. So the number E is located on your calculator in two places. One, you'll see it's here above the natural log button. It's in the same color as your second button. So you hit second and then natural log. And then it's also above the division key. So you could hit second in your division key. Okay, now when you're taking it to a power, it's easiest to do the one that's just above the natural log. And we get back to our home screen. So if we want to do e to the 5th power, and remember that's like taking 2.7 blah 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 to the 5th power, we get we're gonna round to 4 decimal places, even though it would never actually end. We would get 4132. Okay, what if we want to take e to the negative 0.25? Well, again, just do that second e to the x and do negative 0.25. So we have 0.7788. Okay, here's one we don't need our calculator for. E to the 0 would be the same as anything else that we take to the 0 power. It's always just 1. And e to the 1st power, well, here's where you could just use that e, that the division symbol, okay? Or you could do the one that we've been using and put a 1 in there. And we see that it is approximately, like we've said, 2.7183. Okay, and if you go on further in math, you'll see that e to the x is a very important function, whether you go on to calculus or beyond. It has some really amazing properties. And so we'll see some of their applications in this course, and hopefully you learn to appreciate it.